I'm Dave, this is Nick, and we're gonna walk around a bit.
And talk about the local area for this week on NFI.
Yeah, so...
Nerd Fighters Incorporated.
Let's get it on. In the rear.
Yeah.
Intro.
Yeah, but we're here in South Central Pennsylvania. This guy came to visit me. That was a fun trip for him.
Fantastic.
So this is the local area for him. He knows nothing about it, so I decided that I should probably inform you about it. Yeah. And the biggest thing to know is that this town is incredibly small. In fact, the population of this town, which, I'm just not going to tell you what it is because no one needs to know where I live.
Yeah.
But the population of this actual town is only about 2,000. I wonder if that's, am I giving too much details there? Someone's going to Google population 2,000. There's a lot of
That's very specific. So I mean, geez, my neighborhood has more than 2,000 people in it.
Well, that's the funny thing is that where we're walking is not technically where I live, but I live in another place which isn't actually even a town. It's classified as another smaller unit of neighborhoodly living places.
Residential development.
Thank you.
Yeah. There's a lot of that this week. Me finishing your thoughts. It's love, mate.
It is love.
Or is it hate?
It's guy love between two guys. It's guy love. I'm singing very loudly in
probably best in the
between
Christian area.
Two guys. That's legal now.
No.
Hashtag love wins.
Make America great again.
But basically, the biggest thing about Pennsylvania, you know that you've reached Pennsylvania unless, of course, you flew into it.
Straight into it. Smash.
If you drive into Pennsylvania, you'll know it's Pennsylvania, but the first thing you see after the Welcome to Pennsylvania sign is a cornfield. We are just surrounded by cornfields. We are literally the children of the corn.
And the graveyard.
Oh, hey, the graveyard. Dead people. We see dead people.
Yeah. No, you say family members.
No one's gonna understand that.
What's your point?
I have none.
Exactly, that's your problem.
But there was one word you would use to describe this place. What was it, Dave?
The word was quaint.
Quaint. Quaint is exactly the word I would use.
Yeah, it's very quiet.
It's nice. Here, let me just, let me get
I pan around because if you do, you'll get the shops, but then I can just work out where we are from the shops.
I don't know, do you think it's really a thing? I feel like this town is quaint enough that it doesn't have the internet.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
Nick, what do we ever talk about?
We talk about nonsense. We talk about beautiful, wonderful nonsense.
Love it.
That's gonna be the title of this video. The local, beautiful, wonderful nonsense.
I like it. There's a snowman and it's February.
But that's the biggest thing right now, is Pennsylvania weather. You have no idea what it's going to be like.
Yeah, good anecdote for this is I was told to pack warm. 6 hours before I was due to leave my house, I got told, no, by the way, it's going to be in the 60s, you need to pack some shorts. Like, shit. So I had to redo all of my luggage and didn't sleep. So, yet another way you've managed to make this trip more interesting.
But no, the local area here around Pennsylvania is kind of known for the small towns. I mean, yeah, people probably heard about Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. Philadelphia's trash.
Can't say that. You quite realise.
We'll just cut it there.
Good plan, good plan.
People used to think you'd live in a small town, everyone knew everyone. It doesn't really work that way anymore. No. It is a small town, and people just don't talk to anyone anymore. That's the truth. You could get to know everyone if anyone cared. Yeah,
the sense of community seems to have gone down the drain a bit. I know it's the same in England. You used to have these quaint country villages where everybody knew everyone else by name and what was going on in their lives. Now you don't know the next door neighbour, and there might only be 12 houses in a village. So that's pretty sad.
Make church jokes. We love it.
I'm going to hell anyway. I'm ginger, so why not?
Dave, this is the thing. I needed you to talk about the local stuff that you noticed. Difference between here and...
Well, I can only talk in terms of like America compared to England, but I'm impressed with how open everything is and how much space there is. Whereas England, most places are all crammed together because originally England had a lot of small towns that grew up to be these huge monolithic places that hasn't room for anything. But do have a lot of homeless people. Me included. I'm now homeless because this trip cost me a lot of money.
I mean, it's open. Look at all the space around here. There's just places and things to go and not really anywhere to go, exactly. But there's open space to walk in. That's like, the big point.
Your road network is purpose-built for cars. Our road network is based on the old tracks used for horse and cart because our country is a lot older. So So the roads, you won't find a road this wide at all. You get motorways that are this wide.
It's like each town has their own little thing about it that makes it special. Not that you can't like Google this because it's not going to matter because we're not known for it. But like this town, I guess we do a lot of factory work here in Pennsylvania. This town has a dog food factory. There's a town a couple blocks over, so to speak. You might have heard of it, maybe you didn't. Hanover. Hanover's known for their Utz chips and the Snyder's pretzels. Snyder's pretzels of Hanover. Neither of which you're in the UK, so nothing over here matters to you.
No.
Except for the political system, which you have. We're not even getting into that.
No, we're not.
Make America great again.
Yeah, you should.
My arm is starting to hurt. I gotta switch hands or something. Here, walk on the other side of me.
Reverse the footage. We're that technical.
Ow. Ow.
So I've got to say he's hurting himself here, which pleases me, but
it pleases me too.
Good. Excuse me, I'm going to go back that way. This is not really to do with the subject of this video, but I have clarified there's been a lot of moments the last 3 days where I have said I need to walk in the opposite direction and just create a little bit of distance because he's a bit clingy. And
I'm just a bit clingy. Hey Dave, how's it going?
See what I mean?
I'm never letting go.
That's fine.
I'm never letting go. It's too hot for this nonsense.
Guy love between two guys. Guy love. We're going to cut to a clip of that too.
Between two guys.
And Nick.
And Nick. Between two guys and Nick?
Yeah.
It's two guys between Nick. What? Dub, three men in a tub? Nope. Nursery rhymes. Yay.
Moving on.
You'll have fun editing this. There'll be some parts you have to cut out.
Yeah, you mean you're editing it, not me. I don't have the editing software.
We'll edit together.
Oh, bollocks, fine. Make fun of it, I guess.
I feel like there really is a lot of history in these small towns, and I think you made the comment about how back home you walk by buildings that are 5 minutes from your house that are already significantly older than my entire country's existence.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, we have buildings in this town itself that are actually from the 1800s. In fact, we actually ate at a restaurant a little bit ago where that original building is from the 1800s. And a little random history on it, I think years ago, really years ago, before it was a restaurant, way back before, I forget it was a hotel at some point, I think, and then sometime after that it was a brothel, I think is the word, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, fancy history, small town, fun stuff.
Yeah. And actually, I think it takes someone to come to a place like America to go home and to truly appreciate the history behind places. Like, you know, you can walk past buildings all the time and not think about them. It's only when you see the other end.
Oh my.
Newer places that you realise how much history and law there is behind everything. You know, I mean, I've seen this country only a few years old, but there's a fair amount of history in it too.
It's just amazing all the different things that exist around here.
Definitely.
Even the history in this localized area that, I mean, how much do you guys even talk about in the UK about the Civil War of the United States? Like, is that something that you learn through your school system? Is that even a subject?
Yeah, we do get taught that.
Like, is it one of those things where you have a whole big test on it because that was a main concept of study, or is it one of those things where there's a paragraph in your history book that says, oh yeah, it's insignificant, but there was a Civil War in America, it happens.
It's kind of a side point, yeah. It's more than a paragraph, but
it shows a picture of people fighting and said, look, Americans. It just says there was a war back then.
No, it tends to say in most of the textbooks that we gave you back your country because we were bored. So we thought we'd just go back home for tea and crumpets. And you can have your country. Because we didn't want it. Smelly.
Oof! Just tripped over a fire hydrant. I think that's a pretty good place to end this video. Well, thanks for watching NFI.
It's been fun. We'll see whoever's next. I didn't look at schedule. I'm bad at this. This is my channel.
We're professionals.
We're done.
Nonsense in the background. Why am I even filming this? Like, we're not even talking about anything. I'm just ranting about.
When has that ever stopped you before?
Never.
Exactly.